Hey guys, I'm gonna make a video about pulling creeps. This is gonna be pretty important, as pulling is one of the most important things you can do to control your lane, especially if you are jungle or support. You can control the lane paths. So if you're here and you want your support carry to be closer to the tower, you will pull, and the creeps will back up toward your tower. The creep equilibrium. Creep equilibrium being the front where all creeps meet with each other. And you'll be able to push that back to your tower and away from the enemy tower. This will allow people to this will prevent ganking from anyone who's coming here or here in this path, and it'll be pretty important to do consistently. Now, common misconceptions. These creeps spawn around the 30-second mark. In order to pull, you will wait for either the 45th second or the 15th second. You will pull like this. You run up, the creeps will come in, and they'll engage with the enemy. Now, this is the way most people do the creep pulling, but this is actually wrong. The reason why is that not all these creeps will be killed, and when these creeps will be killed, when they're failed to not get killed, it's gonna allow these creeps to push along this line, because there will be more creeps from this wave plus the next wave that's gonna allow them to push forward into the enemy turret. So that's actually wrong. You don't want to do that. What you actually want to do is you want to do something called stacking. Stacking involves pulling creeps around the 51 second of every minute. So you can see there's some creeps here in this creep box, and the goal behind the stacking is that you take these creeps out of the creep box so that there will be another creep spawned right there. So here it's gonna pull around the 50-second mark, and I'm gonna pull them away in this direction. And see, they're away from the box. At every minute, creeps will be spawning. So when they return, there'll be another set of creeps right here, and that's how you can creep stack. Ancients can be stacked, so these things right here can be stacked using the same method, and that's a method you actually want to use when you're pulling creeps here. When you pull creeps here, you want to do the same thing. You want double stacks. That way, that when the minions come, they'll actually be killed by these mobs, and the opponents over here will lose all the experience. Or yeah, they'll lose all the experience. So we're gonna wait for the 51-second mark, and we're gonna pull these creeps. Here's the 45th. So mostly some people would just pull it right here, but you definitely want to double stack it. So a little bit late, but it's fine. It's a small creep box. It's not gonna matter as much. Oh no, donkey! Run away, donkey! Freedom! And when they come back, it'll be double stacked, right? There'll be more. And now we'll wait for the 15-second mark. And the 15-second mark, we're gonna pull. Oh, there go my teammates. We're gonna pull this back. There's a siege creep there. You can see the creep equilibrium is right there. And since I pulled this back, the minion wave is coming to our tower. Mostly to our tower. As you can see, these minions are gonna take out this creep wave pretty well. I keep forgetting they attack non-mechanical units first. So they're gonna attack our tower, and this puts your carry / support in a very safe zone, away from enemy harass. Enemy will have to come into this zone, taking potential damage, and it will be pretty bad if they come in here. They will most likely come in here, and they'll have to fight near your tower, so that puts them at a disadvantage, especially if someone's ganking. You know, and oh, and the other thing about the stacking thing is, if you want to push the wave and you're going to go push into the tower, and you know that's gonna happen, instead of just pulling 2 stacks, just pull 1 stack, because that the 1 or 2, 3 extra creeps is definitely gonna push the creep momentum forward. You can see this creep equilibrium over here. I'm not so sure what happened there. 2 creeps the two creeps that escape probably. But you see, they're definitely gonna pull over here, and it's gonna go into the tower, and this puts Vengeful Spirit in a very, very bad position. Anyways, talking about creep pulling, so something like 55 second is gonna be a little bit late. I think it's fine. This might be fine. This might be fine. That was fine. So some of these boxes don't have to abide by the 51, 52 second rule, but a good rule of thumb is 51 seconds. Another very interesting thing that I've noticed is that if you want to pull Ancients, and you know, Ancients are usually for a carry, which will be down by this bottom lane, you're gonna need someone to pull it, and you don't want the support to go there, usually. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a Helm of a Dominator. I'm gonna show you a little trick that I do with this.
A powerful combination.
Now, when we stack Ancients, and it's because it's far away from here, what you want to do is just take your Helm of Dominator or any creep aggro spell. So if you have like a Chen, that might be pretty good for pushing, pulling. You want something with, I think, around 320 movement speed. I'm not so sure which one is exactly. A Wildkin and a Centaur movement speed. I think that's around 320. Not quite sure. The Wildkin usually has more damage, so I'm gonna pull this guy out. He's gonna come out. He's gonna go back to base. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna fetch these creeps. So while we're waiting for the little creep to go back to the base, what will happen is that I'm gonna show you the little.
Here's a cutter bomb. Top is missing.
So, the method with this is I always put this creep near the fountain, and I shift Q. Shift Q is a very interesting technique. It's basically queuing up actions. So I'll show you what that means. So it means that when you set actions to happen against each other, in order, it's going to follow them in order. So right now, you're going to want to leave around the 20-second mark. You're going to set it around this first point, shift Q it. So shift click, and then after that, you're going to shift click into here, and you're going to shift click back into here. And you're going to repeat that as many times as you want creeps stacked. And if we watch this Wildkin, he's going to repeat this process until so you can see 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, that's ideal. He's going to pull this creep wave, and there's going to be a double stack. And he's going to do this a couple times. I set it to do maybe 2. So there's going to be 3 stacks of Ancients right there. And you can actually pull with regular creeps if you have a summon pet, if you have a Treant, Furions, Treants, or if you have you know, Enigmas, little pull things. They don't usually have enough HP for that, but if you plan it out well, they do. So we can see there's 2 stacks of Ancients right here. That we can see the Lizard Camp and the Golems, and we can see this thing is repeating again. It's queued to go and repeat the process. So we're gonna watch this again. It's walking, 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 walking. Dun, 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 dun. 49, 50, 51, and it's gonna pull. Oh shit! It's not pulling. It's fine. It's a little bit late, but it's not gonna deter it too far. If we look at this, it should be pulled by now. And the reason why, so yeah, there's 3 stacks. The reason why this works is that when we have things called creep block, which means that units have box sizes, and units can't surpass each other. So when they're walking in a line chasing after that Wildkin, they block each other on the way back. And despite this little small distance, they're gonna block each other and not reach the destination. And this hitbox will not be reached by all the members. So by 51 seconds, 52 seconds, and you pull them out, they're not going to be able to reach back despite the large number of camps. Now, all camps can do this. I said ancients can do it, I don't think I made it clear enough, but all camps, this large camp, small camp, large camp, medium camps, all of them can be pulled and stacked. Some interesting fact is you probably didn't know you can pull these waves here. It's a specific method. And you can pull them out here, and they'll come out here. They'll come out here. And you can pull creeps away from it, and you can farm like this too if you wanted to. The danger of that is you need to actually cut some trees, otherwise they're not going to see the creeps and they're just going to walk back. So you need to cut these trees. You can also do the pull from here if you wanted to do from middle. Radiant side has some interesting mechanics. The forest is not exactly equivalent, but you can pull, if you cut a tree right here, you can pull a wave going all the way here. You can do the regular pull from this medium camp all the way out here. And you can stack all the camps too.
Your bottom tower has
So yeah,
fallen.
that's a quick introduction to stacking, pulling, everything you need to do to just help out your carry, help out your farm. Stacking and pulling are very important concepts, and while I say that I miss CS, but it's fine, I'm pretty low right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.